welcome to Homemade with Ali. Today I'll show you how to make something very traditional that we love to make in South Africa. It's called, actually it doesn't have an official name, but I'm going to call it a chocolate fudge cookie. It's super easy, you don't need to bake it or anything, you just put it in the fridge and let it chill and cut it into squares. In South Africa we have these biscuits called Marie biscuits, and you do get them at some stores in America. They're typically in the Spanish section, and you get it in a cylinder like this, and they're round, flat little biscuits that taste like animal crackers. So I was like thinking to myself, everybody has animal crackers, everyone in America knows what animal crackers are, so use these. If you find Marie biscuits, then you also can use those. And what you will need is 500 grams of powdered sugar and 200 grams of animal crackers. This is optional. It's chocolate, just to add a bit more chocolate flavor, and chocolate sprinkles, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 2 sticks of butter and 2 tablespoons. So that's just to make it 250 grams. First thing we'll do is just to smash these into little pieces. So what you can do is use a masher and just kind of mash it into the bowl, or you can put it in a Ziploc bag, which is what I'm going to do, and just roll over it with a rolling pin. Try and get the air out. Get smashing or rolling. Or both. Make sure that you have equal size pieces. Some of it's going to be like crumbs, but this is good. So while the butter melts, I'm going to whisk the egg, and to the egg we can add the vanilla, about a teaspoon. Mix it up. And mix the cocoa powder and the powdered sugar. It's 3 tablespoons. I like to use really dark chocolate powder or cocoa powder, and good quality. Usually if it says it's made in Holland or Dutch cocoa, it's pretty good. I also like to add a pinch of salt. I feel like chocolate is best when it has a bit of salt in it, so chocolate flavor with just a pinch of salt. Not too much, but less than a quarter teaspoon. So as I said earlier, the chocolate is optional. I have leftover chocolate from just plain milk chocolate from Christmas, so I was like, oh, it's just, maybe it'll be tasty if we add more chocolate into it. Why not, right? So when your butter is melted, just add like a handful, however much you want. I think this is about 50 grams. And then we'll heat it up a bit more until the chocolate gets melted as well. I think it's getting melted. Okay, so add this to the cocoa powder and the sugar. Add the egg and the vanilla. Make sure everything combines well. Mix it until it becomes nice and smooth and silky. Like this. We're ready to put the biscuits in. Or the cookies, as we say in Afrikaans. Marie biscuitjies. So you can put this in a baking sheet or a casserole that you grease and then put it in the fridge and cut it afterwards. But you know what, I like it being rustic. I'll just smear it on some parchment paper. fridge, it just makes them last longer. It also makes them a bit harder because the butter content is so high. If you kept it in a warm place, it would kind of be soft like butter. Not that soft, but it's not hard like the hard fudge like the other recipe I showed you in one of my other videos. And when using a raw egg that you are not necessarily going to cook, I would always recommend using an organic egg that you know is fresh, and eat it within 5 days or so. Just don't let it sit outside for too long. So spread it out as thin as you like your cookies to be. I like them to be about 1 inch thick, like this, and I like them looking rugged. So finishing touch is adding some sprinkles on top. It gives for an extra texture and it looks pretty, and it's easier to grab to eat it. Oh, this is therapeutic. I could just keep doing this. When you have enough, just pat them down. Make sure that it doesn't just fall off. Squeeze them in. Okay, I'll pop this in the fridge, and then, you know, after half an hour or so, you can just cut them into squares or any fun shapes you want, and you're done.